like me, the females, I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out of...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 27, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
4-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chiefs 6, Saints nothing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Complete.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Woo! Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 71 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate it, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sheldon Rankins.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check nickel.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
25.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. A gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Saints' 37-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
53 for Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Breeze pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Breeze on third down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell, one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Check, 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 check. Slip, slip, slip. Check, check. Over.
They run it again with Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brings up third down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 16. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
56, 02, 02. Check 56.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
And ties the game at 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score all tied.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Williams, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
47's a mark, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
50-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Come to my work. Easy. Come to my work. Hey, Mike 52. Go. Come on, baby.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's a 2nd down.
Complete to Sammy Watkins.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yo, hey, go. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Check Mike, check Mike. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Down and 1.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Saints will have the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we...
This is Dev D Music.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
Nike check.